A very good morning to all our Sports Today family members. And yes, it is the aftermath of India's loss to Australia in Chennai. That loss ensured that India suffered only their third series defeat in the last decade. And considering that it is in a World Cup year, alarm bells is bound to ring, because now you are only going to play 3 more ODIs in India before the start of the World Cup. Because after this, you will have 2 months of IPL from March 31 to May 28th. After that, you want to do the West Indies, and then you are going to play the Asia Cup, which would be in the UAE or in Sri Lanka. We don't know where it's going to happen. Then you will play 3 ODIs against Australia in September before we come to the World Cup. And remember, different venues, different weather, it could be a whole lot, it will be a whole different ball game altogether. And Rohit Sharma is concerned. After the match, Rohit Sharma expressed his concern. And what was the major concern? The recurring injuries. Players who are part of the playing 11 on a consistent basis are suffering recurring injuries. Shreyas Iyer is now one. Jasprit Bumrah is one of them. These 2 guys form an integral part of the playing 11. When they too are facing a race against time for the World Cup, Rohit Sharma has said that this is a major concern. And I am going to do a special explainer on the key points that Rohit Sharma made. More than the ordinary news, what is the story behind the story? Rohit Sharma and his press conference. There were some very interesting points raised, and this is one of the snippets that he had done. He is concerned about the serious injuries that are recurring in the Indian cricket team at this point in time. Now remember, IPL, you can try and manage the workload. The BCCI has given out guidelines that if a player is injured and he is part of the World Cup squad, you have to manage him. But whether the franchisees adhere to that, that is a different equation altogether. Say hello to the new number 1 in ODIs. Australia are currently the number 1 ranked team in tests. They are now the number 1 ranked ODI team as well. And considering the fact that in 2 consequent World Cup years, they have achieved series wins in India, they are now seriously putting their name in the race for the title contention, because this was not Australia's A team that was there. Pat Cummins was missing, Josh Hazlewood was missing, and on top of that, India were playing their full strength team, albeit with injuries to Shreyas Iyer and Jasprit Bumrah. But still, after losing in Mumbai, they bounced back in grand style by absolutely decimating India in Vizag and then holding their nerve to win by 21 runs in Chepauk. And by the way, Chepauk is now a fortress if you look at it for Australian ODI cricket, because they have lost only 1 game in 37 years of playing at this venue, and that 1 loss came in 2017. And who was the captain at that point in time? A certain Virat Kohli. So now, in a World Cup year, Australia are number 1, kind of a deja vu of 2019 when Australia defeated India just before the World Cup, and we all know what happened after that. Both India and Australia crashed out in the semi-finals. Here, with just about 7 to 8 months to go for the World Cup, panic stations might be pressed, although the Indian cricket team is very calm about it. While cricket may have given India a big letdown, there was great news for India in the world of football. Remember, it was history in Imphal when the Indian football team landed, because it was the first time in history that, apart from Assam, one of the northeast states hosted the Indian football team, and they put up a great show when Anirudh Thapa ensured that India won a hard-fought encounter against Myanmar 1-0. Remember, Myanmar and Kyrgyzstan, these are the 2 teams that are there in that tri-series, and Anirudh Thapa's goal in the first half ensured India managed to win 1-0. Remember, Myanmar has had a superior head-to-head record against India when it comes to football friendlies, but here India have won in Imphal, and it was a great sight. The stadium was packed to see the Indian heroes put up a great display. The build-up to Euro has begun from today, because it is a grudge rematch. England versus Italy, That dominates the first game of the Euro build-ups. And remember, England will be gunning for revenge because in the Euro 2021 final, Italy came up trumps in a very tense penalty shootout when they won 3-2 against England. And Italy had broken a 53-year jinx when it comes to the Euros. So, in this way, it is a grudge rematch, England versus Italy, along with several other teams who are going to play in the Euro qualifiers. Remember, Euro, Copa America and the World Cup. These three are very, very important tournaments. The Euro and the Nations League, maybe that you may have a competition among which is the better one among them. Indian boxing continues to shine. You now have 4 medals assured in boxing. Nikhat Zareen, Saviti Bora, Lovelina Borgoin and Neetu Gangas. These 4 have assured India of bronze. Now, whether they go the next distance, get silver or if they get gold, it remains to be seen. Remember, Nikhat Zareen faces a very, very tough semi-final when she takes on Ingrid Valencia of Colombia. She's a Rio Olympics gold medalist. So, it will be a tough bout for Nikhat. But knowing Nikhat from her success in the 2022 World Boxing Championships to her success in the Commonwealth Games, she is on a roll. Winning is a habit and the Indian boxers have ensured that they have started on the right note in this edition of the World Boxing Championships. But when we look at shooting, it is a great day for India as well, because in the shooting World Cup that has been held in Bhopal, Sarabjot Singh managed to win the gold medal in the 10-meter air rifle. So, it is a great moment for Indian shooting because gold medal in the shooting World Cup is a big thing. And Sarabjot Singh, the youngster, has ensured that India start off on a great note in the ISSF Shooting World Cup. So, while Indian cricket disappoints, Indian sports shines. Football, you have shooting, you have boxing. All these 3 Indian sports is really putting on a great show. Boxing, you can expect more medals today. You can also expect some more action in the world of shooting. And on top of that, we are building up to the IPL. So thank you so much, folks, for joining us this live. We'll be back with more updates on sports today. Tap that bell icon so you know when we go live. And don't forget, we are on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. And don't forget to download the SportsTak mobile app. Thank you.